Find our light. There we go. Hey, I have a friend of mine here. This is Ethan, and he has something he would love to say to you today.
Thank you for coming and welcome to a show's lab. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. We love you. I just want to have about costumes. We love you. Please put photos away. Please volume down. Welcome to a show's lab. This is the house. Well, welcome to my favorite place, my life, my favorite, my poison whale. Look at me. We want to pause right here next to me. Reminder, join us show, record, shut us down.
That young man, yeah. I gotta tell a story because he's walking away. Okay, great. In the beginning, when they get here and they get the costumes on, and we have the blue light on, it's just dark and not dark, but it's a little light. Yesterday and today both, he has snuck out here with no one else in the theater and has swept the floor on his own. I got a great picture of that. And not only that, but yesterday he went from seat to seat to make sure that they were safe for you guys. Yeah, or hard, right? I've never had a student do that, ever. Have you? No. All right, again, we are so glad that you are here today. Just some housekeeping, as Ethan said, please turn off your phones. It does disturb our actors. We will be keeping the house lights up just for sensory issues for our actors. We've been doing blue outs, we call them blue outs and not blackouts, which you'll see that beautiful blue light there on the floor. If you need any help as far as getting to the restrooms or something like that, you won't have to worry about being in the dark, and that's always really a good thing for our audience members. Really quick, there is a mistake in the program that you have. We have last year's executive director on there because, well, we just made a mistake. So we are so glad to, Karen, are you in the house? There's Karen Carlson. She's the new executive director of GG's Playhouse. And we're so excited to have her on board. Thank you, Karen. Karen's going to come up after the show because I would love for her to talk about GG's Playhouse so again, don't leave after the show. Just have a seat. Just some people I want to recognize today. You know, community theater, we cannot do this alone. It is a joint corporate relationship with people in our community. And so they're just some people that I want to recognize today. I forgot to introduce myself. Hey, I'm Ellen, and this is Andrew. We are the Mayhans. We own Gateway Performing Arts Studios. Portal is a program of Gateway, and we have had the privilege of partnering with GG's Playhouse for Portal Theater Troupe, which is a theater troupe for special needs, specifically Down syndrome. And so we've been very excited about that relationship and friendship. We're making a lot of friends as well. I just want to recognize really quick again, we cannot do this community theater without all of our volunteers. And we have our parents, Gateway parents and friends, GG's parents and friends who have put a lot of hours into this show. So if you just give them a round of applause, we're going to appreciate that. We've also had the privilege of partnering with Byron Civic Theater for the last 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 years. And we partnered with them, and there's this woman named Tammy Long. She is an amazing costume mistress. And Tammy, I want to put you on the spot. Will you stand up for me, please? Tammy donates all of our costumes, but not only does she donate, she fits the kids. She makes ears. She makes tails. She does it all. And Tammy does it all for free because out of the goodness of her heart. So we're just so grateful for her friendship and all that she has done for Gateway and Portal. I also want to thank Gateway's corporate sponsor, which is Kevin Polkey and KP Counseling, SOS, Shatter Our Silence. Kevin has been with us from the beginning and has been a huge supporter of Gateway and Portal, and so we're just so thrilled that he is here, actually in the hallway, maybe. And so if you don't know Kevin, he's a person you want to get to know. So we're grateful for him on that. YTP and CTP, which is Youth Theater Project, Children's Theater Project, this is their main stage, and they have donated the microphones for us today. And so that's not a little thing. Microphones, at least 10 microphones, at least probably over $1,000 to rent that. So we're just so grateful that their generosity, we get to be a part of that. So thank you YTP, CTP for that. I want to thank Andrew Hart and his production staff here. We got Mr. Zeth up there in the booth. He's our sound and light engineer. And then Charlie's kind of running around here. He's the house manager today. And so we're so grateful for their generosity and their kindness to us as well. Okay, last but not least, I want to introduce our student director. That's a great thing about Portal. When we wrote the program, we wanted it to be student-led. So all of our mentors are students of Gateway Performing Arts Studios, or they are parents, or they are kids that we have handpicked out of our high schools. So we're very excited about that as well. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our director, Ms. McKenna Mosier.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited for you guys to see this show. These actors have grown incredibly throughout this process, and I am just so excited for you to see how much they really shine on the stage. It's so beautiful. I promise you will not leave without a smile on your face, because I never do. So I hope you enjoy the show, and without further ado, here's Charlotte's Wedding.
I was born from a very special young girl named Ariel, who rescued me. It was too small to fend for herself. She took me to the house and raised him like a cat. No, that's not quite right. She took him, treated him like a dear friend. She named
the pig Wilbur.
And it wasn't long.
Wasn't long.
Before both.
Before both.
For
Discover
special.
a special is turned the world.
You see,
You see,
such a
just a small pig.
he had
He had
big
big wings.
dreams of
There were stars and moons and fog. But fog could understand Wilbur as as talking and his speech.
And then every year, will invite you. The school from a child to attend a teacher for a service that I go after and then I will jump with your current and take the house and walk. Robert took up half the kitchen on his own. He ate more than the rest of the family put together.
Mr. Animal finally had to make the difficult decision to sell Wilbur to the farm down the road. It was owned by Nick Zachary.
Because she did not say that they will carry farm for and because she joined there on the women breakfast.
I promise I will do everything I can to show Mr. Zuckerman that you are far too special to be digging.
But I'm not special, but
Yes,
it's
you
your
are.
hour.
I've
And
never
then
met
they
anything
like
like
you.
I don't know
And then
you
we can
who would
just
have
like you do. was funny and was not play. Here I am when something like thing. And this is not that.
Please help me
This
say
is
it
the
over.
one
He is my
that
only
only
real
one
friend. Please
This
send an
is
angel
the
to
I have
help me say
communicated
it.
him. Bye, friend.
Whatever, stepdad. There is a case to do with you.
Too many things on my mind.
Well, that's the motto. Half dozen X on one line. But some things under behind. Ha, 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 ha.
A pig should have so many thoughts ahead. You, the man, the shaker, the seeker. The meat, the wild, the mud.
And I think I went in the mud, but I wish I had someone go in the mud with me. Would you go in the mud with me?
The cold not. God, mothers, no thanks. God, keep warm and good company. I never told all the plan about that parent.
How about you, lady?
See, you just take him fire. And then in the bed dog. Jake thing, we are dear God. We are looking on. We can possibly be seen off the mud with a pig.
How about you, Mr. Webb? And it is Pemberton, not the right. It is really not. And no, I do not vote for the pig. I have much more representative.
Wrong and a trash?
And they're not for about advice. You, okay, I was it, I visited, this is, I want to float away, and use as woodness. Now, if you, this is, See, no one wants to roll in the mud with me. When I think the ethics loud, oh, American, wonderful idea.
Well, there's how much like you like so much.
She's eating supper.
She's eating supper with her family. I miss eating supper with Fern.
Well, you are keeping yourself busy. None of us have the time to get to the bed, too much energy, too many thoughts, for the animal, and the man can be too much fun.
I miss her.
I miss Fern. I miss living in a hospital. Why did they have to take me away to this place? Salutations. Salute what? Who said that? Salutations. What audience? Where are you? Salutations are greetings. When I say salutations, it's just my fancy way of saying hello or good morning.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh, how lovely. I didn't know there were such beautiful words in the whole world.
There are indeed, little one. Now answer where I am. Look up. See the web in the corner of the door frame?
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, I do see it. And oh, did that voice come from you?
Yes, it did.
And did you make that web?
Why, yes, I did.
It's amazing, and you are quite beautiful.
Well, aren't you kind? Most creatures would say I'm scary or run away.
Why would they do that? I think you're amazing.
Well, thank you. What is your name, little one?
Oh, how good of me. My name is Bilbo. What is your name?
Charlotte Arena Karatka. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, excuse me.
What are you doing with a fly, Charlotte?
I'm wrapping him in a web so I can eat him later.
You eat flies?
Now, don't be rude, Wilbur. Some creatures eat corn and slop. Others eat eggs and trees, and spiders, like me, drink the blood of smaller insects. Not everyone is the same, Wilbur. That's what makes us all special, and is why we're so wonderful. Now tell me, what is so sad that it would make a sweet little pig like you cry?
Oh, you were hungry?
It was enough that I had to dry a few tears of my own. Now tell me, whatever is the matter?
I found out that things like me can't be act as pets. The way for only one thing.
Yeah, it'll start speaking. Excuse me, rude creature, but the pig and I are having a private conversation.
Well, what do you mean, Madame Sparrow? I'm just collecting a system on the truth.
And you are?
My name's Putin, and I'm breathing.
Well, my name is Charlotte, and I'm a spider. Now, Wilbur, is this why you're crying?
Yeah.
What about that girl who was here earlier? She seems to love you very much. Does she want you to be bacon?
Not fun. She was my friend. I used to live in the house with her until her father told me to like a little.
Now it is about human activity that cannot give out for the human performance and is happy holidays for all.
No!
Are all rats sad? Helpful as you are?
Nope. Fun or not?
Now, Wilbur, I want you to listen to me very carefully. What separates you from, let's say, a dog or a cat that lives inside the house?
They have fur?
No, dear. They hold their heads up high and know that they are far too important to be Sunday dinner. We have to get you to believe that first. And all you have to do is get that farmer to believe it as well.
I think about crazy, but this would turn out to be cut the dinner.
deserves to walk with the hell up high, Rover.
Even pigs?
Even pigs? Especially sweet, kind-hearted pigs. Now stand up nice and tall. Let me see that beautiful smile. Very good. Now lift that chinny chin chin. Now you keep practicing that. Get a good night's sleep, and tomorrow morning I will have a surprise for you. The next morning, old Santa woke up to see the most marvelous of marvels. In the doorway of the barn, above the head of Wilbur the pig.
It is color newspaper, got a son of a pig.
That day, second fall, was busy, all sorts of cultural people, municipalities, city police, even in the mayor.
And Wednesday evening, America, and US.
That night, after all people left the farm, Wilbur sat there in the doorway to visit his new friend to give him some special gift.
You did all this for me. I don't deserve it. I've never done anything for you.
You became my friend. That in itself is a tremendous thing. I wove my web for you because I like you. A spider's life can't help being a bit of a mess with all the trapping and eating of flies. By helping you, perhaps, I was trying to lift up my life on a trifle. Heaven knows everyone's life can sing a little of that. Now we have work to do. Everyone wake up. I need everyone's help. I need a new word. Because nothing goes better with a side of ham than a Christmas goose. Or lamb chops. Or perhaps a side of beef pot roast.
Hit it, Trey.
What have you found, Templeton? Crunchy, family, we don't want Zuckerman to think Wilbur is crunchy. He might start thinking about crisp, crunchy bacon and tasty ham. We must advertise Wilbur's noble qualities, not his tastiness. Let's try again. That's the one.
Do you understand how I'm going to be running in a spider web?
Oh no, I do not understand at all. However, also don't understand a spiral spin in the first place. Most opinions, everyone said it was a miracle, but nobody said that itself is a miracle.
What's so miraculous about a spider's web? I don't see how you can say a web is a miracle. It's just a web.
Ever tried to spin one?
Well, of course not.
Maybe you should try.
What's the matter? Animals, Jackie, and Jackson.
Quite possible. Animal, that's spoken to me. I didn't quite catch it all because I didn't pay attention.
How can a doctor believe all this miracle nonsense?
My job,
My job is to hear the sick
you can say,
say,
I'm in
I'm
business.
in business by miracles.
What are you saying, Dr. Joanne?
I'm saying,
I believe
I believe
spiders
in spiders,
right
like
and animals
animals, can talk.
maybe
Maybe since she's daughter
she seems to be
seems
the only one
only
in
one
this
in the
entire
entire town,
her eyes.
eyes are open.
That's it. Some days have passed, and I was message in Charlotte's bed.
Cause I died down. Because I come in once again, thinking about what to do about the war.
Jennifer Mobiliaria.
The county fair. I know that little ribbon.
It's going
Move on.
Would you like to
And never think
If the river wanna go I built in a tent in a barn, all on its own and all on a spot. I never wanted a blue ribbon.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.
So Wilbur was back up. And off to country fair they went. Charlotte, of course. Jumped to the crate with Wilbur.
Lily, his best friend, saw it, got into video, the humble William Pig, called her on the phone.
Tiffany is unruly for the good soul. Before we did.
Suckless cows want the best milk.
We are others movement. Will one day gain my attention. But ever began saying to us.
I feel like such a nothing.
I feel like the two cents were nothing. Maybe you like they're nothing.
What do you mean less than nothing? I don't believe there's such thing as less than nothing. Nothing means the limit of nothingness. It's the lowest you can go. How can something be less than nothing? They would have to be more of nothing than even nothing.
I don't know.
I don't know, but that's how I feel.
Where's my... Wait. Oh, what happened to my brave little pig with his chin held up high? Where's my terrific, brilliant pig?
Another civic and radiant one. You all saw it. I am just a same pig. It's your amazing rare. It's you who should win a ribbon.
why don't you get some sleep? I think I know the perfect word my last breath. You leave everything to me.
Introducing the county fair chief. Make some noise! Mr. Zuckerman, I hereby bestow this year's Blue Ribbon of Excellence to Wilbur. Congratulations!
Mr. Zimmerman,
Mr. Zuckerman,
you promised that if Wilbur won the county fair, he could live the rest of his life in the barn.
A bonus for how we eat the whole amazing pig.
Now let's all go enjoy the cornrows and raise a glass to the most humble pig in town.
Did you hear that, Wilbur?
Wilbur?
No more being right, okay?
Okay, Vern. Charlotte. Look at my blue ribbon. That's wonderful, Wilbur. See, I knew you could do it.
Oh, Wilbur, get ready to get in the spot where after we finish lunch.
Charlotte, it's almost time to go home. Hop down into the crate.
I don't quite have the energy to hop down to anywhere, my humble pig.
What do you mean, Charlotte, you don't look like you're very well. What's wrong?
I'm afraid my very short life is at its end, my dear.
You mean
Yes, Wilbur, I'm dying.
No, you can't die.
Everyone under heaven dies, Wilbur. It's just a fact of nature. It's not about how many days you've had. It's about how much you live. Templeton?
Yes,
Did you get my eggs into Wilbur's crate like I asked?
you're all sick and one here.
Thank you, Templeton. You really are one of a kind. Wilbur, I need you to do me a favor. Those eggs are my magnum opus. Will you see to it that they are kept safe until they hatch?
What, you like eggs? Of course I'll keep them safe. But Charlotte, what's a
Magnum opus. It is a great work. A masterpiece that only I could create. My children, I hope will grow up to do far more spectacular things than I ever could. That is my legacy.
You should be there to see them hatch.
You should be there to see them hatch. Please don't leave me.
Oh, now, don't cry, my sweet Wilbur. I will never leave you. Anytime you feel alone, like the night I first came to you, just me and I'll whisper, salutations. That's right. I have had such a lovely life because you were in it. Thank you for making me feel special.
I love you, Charlotte.
I love you too, Wilbur.
Oh my gracious.
Oh my gracious, oh my gracious. Everyone, those eggs are hatching. They are gonna be hatching.
Where are you going?
Where are you all going? Don't you want to stay here on the farm with me?
We are, it's you.
Goodbye. Farewell. Goodbye. So long.
How sad. I was hoping to have new friends. Now I am all alone again. What? Who said that?
We did.
Are you staying?
Is this all right with you?
Oh yes, please. My name is Wilbur. Your mother was my best friend in the whole world. What are your names?
I think Howard got joy because that's how I'm feeling I see your face, Wilbur.
Okay, Joy.
Excuse me, what is my mother's middle name?
Albania.
Then I started like to be called Albania.
How about you?
Can you give me a name, please?
Me? How about Nelly?
Yeah, I like that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. Oh, what a lovely day. Now I have 3 new friends. I can't wait to tell you all about you, Mother Charlotte. You're the most humble, radiant, vivid, so wonderful spider in the whole world.
Thank you so much. We want to introduce a couple of people before you leave today. So we're Ethan, where you at? Come on up, buddy. Ethan's gonna welcome up our guests.
This man, Miss Cameron.
Wow, dangerous to give me a microphone when there's people to talk to. First of all, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. We appreciate you braving the weather and the potential freezing rain and all that ick stuff that goes along with this part of the country and this time of year. So I wanted to take a moment, first of all, to thank Ellen and Andrew and all the folks at Gateway. You do an absolutely amazing job, and we are so grateful to you. I think Penny's trying to sneak some stuff on the stage right now. So, we appreciate all that you do. We have flowers coming out. Bring that down. And also for Tina and McKenna and Sterling and
Alex.
And Alex. Oh, and Rachel. We had flowers for all of them. So you guys can come up for just a second. We're trying to one each. Perfect. All right, getting them. Oh, you're dropping stuff. We got this. Oh, Ethan's gonna help out? Okay. All right, well, while they're doing that and trying to get everything sorted out, for all of you guys at Gateway and Portal and all the amazing work that you do, all the volunteers, we thank you so much. You know, I have a sign on my office door that says, you know, it's not our differences that divide us, it's our inability to recognize and accept and celebrate those differences. So, good job. Good job, mate. So, Gateway and Portal gives us the opportunity to celebrate out loud and to help people change their perceptions, because anyone in the world that loves anyone with Down syndrome or knows anyone with Down syndrome knows that the potential is amazing. And it's people's perceptions that stop them from knowing that and understanding that. And this type of setting, giving our participants the chance to come on the stage and show everyone their potential and say out loud, hey, I can do all this. I can do so much more. And so I think sometimes, you know, they say sometimes that folks with Down syndrome wear their disability on their face. And so anyone that has ever said that they can't or they won't or they shouldn't, I dare you to say it to any of these people, because they can, they should, and they will. Okay? Also, like I said, you gave me a microphone, dangerous. So, in case all of you don't know, there are currently 450,000 people in the United States living with Down syndrome, 6 million across the world. And yet, it's the most common chromosomal disability in the United States, and yet it is the very least supported one. So, please, all of you are here for a reason, because you care. Please be bold in telling your friends and family members that this is worth it. So, like, we just had Giving Tuesday,
anytime you get the opportunity to give. If you're on Amazon shopping for Christmas, you know that button you can click to support places, to support various charities, like Wounded Warriors and the American Cancer Society. You can support Gigi's Playhouse also. So we appreciate you being here. We appreciate the support. We appreciate that you support Gateway and Portal, because amazing people like this help us do the work that we do. And so I appreciate you all being here. Congratulations again to all of our actors, all of our volunteers, and everyone at Gateway and Portal. You guys are amazing. We appreciate it. Mr. David would like to say something.
Thank you for coming from the play also. I'm really happy and I love my family so much.
All right, so you guys be our ambassadors. People tease me sometimes. They say, what's that G on the inside of your hand? So there's pretty much always one there. My son thinks it's cool because I actually use henna to tattoo the inside of my hand now. But the Generation G challenge, to be accepting, generous, be kind. I'd like to see anyone argue with that. So we invite you all to take the challenge and support our folks and everything we do and everything they do. Thank you.